YouTube, it's your boy Taiwan9 back with another Clash of Clans video, and today I've got an exciting war recap for you guys. North Watchers went up against WHF in a random matchup, both teams spinning after their respective CWL matches on the weekend, and we pick each other up in a 40v40. Slight advantage to North Watchers in this one with 2 extra Town Hall 10s, but not too bad of a breakdown. 3 Town Hall 11s on each side. 15 10s for us, 13 for them, and the rest were Town Hall 9s, obviously. As a great war, North Watchers came up with the victory. 109 to 106 was the final score. Great job to you guys over at WHF. It was a great war. Really had a good time playing, and yeah, it was one of those wars where WHF were a bit slow on the 9s to start with, but came out really well in the end there. So good job to the 9s there. I think we struggled a bit at the end on the Town Hall 9 level, but let's get into the recap anyway. We got Hooked coming in here on number 2 here. I always like showing these 10v11 hits. It's not the most glamorous job, not the most fun thing to do, but in this meta, it's such an important thing to get these Town Hall 11s 2-starred. So Hook coming in here with a big bowler kill squad and golems, and he just makes a big charge for the Town Hall, and those bowlers just wreck everything in the core. King and Queen end up finishing off the Town Hall, and he's got a couple of loons coming in to pick off some defenses there in the end. Gets the percentage there, 50%. Town Hall's already down, and I think he ends up with something close to 60%, maybe 59%. So great job to Hooked here. Yeah, as I said, very important getting these Town Hall 11s 2-starred, so really good job. Also, Alan been killing it at the 10v11 level, so good job to you guys. And as we finish up watching him drop his last couple of troops that don't pick up any percent, we'll jump into Broadway. Picks up a 10v10 triple here. 2 10v10 triples on our side, only 1 for WHF. Both teams went 3 for 6 on Town Hall 11 dips onto 10s. Broadway coming in here with some golems and some bowlers, making a big charge on the right hand side of the base, and he's got a poison there to receive that kill squad, and a nice rage spell there. Jump to that Inferno Tower, and he's going to start with some hogs at 6 o'clock. They're going to take out the left hand side of the base. Got a free spell perfectly timed for that Inferno Tower, and a heal spell waiting for any giant bombs in that section of the base. And then he's got a final heal spell for around the wizard towers and bomb towers and Teslas there. A really big damage area, so he heals that up nicely. Ends up with a ton of hogs in the end, so really nice plan to Broadway. The hogs turn around and kill those skellies, and then everything's already started on the cleanup. So you know this is going to be a 3-star. Excellent job to Broadway picking up the 10v10 triple, and that's going to do it for this little attack here, guys. We're going to jump into the next one. This is going to be me on a Town Hall 10 account. Shout out to Cody for letting me use his Town Hall 10 account for a while. I'm going to come in with a Queen Walk here, and going to start off with some baby drags to create that funnel at around 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. And just going to continue the Queen Walk here, and I'm going to wall break into that compartment there with the bomb tower. So my Queen starts to get a little bit low, so I rage her up and throw the wall breakers in. And then the enemy CC comes out, so I've got a poison to receive that balloon, and my Queen should be fine to handle that hound. So I drop my golem in on that Tesla there at about 10 o'clock. King in behind with a couple of Valks, want to get that storage down, and they're fighting the King, so I send the rest of the Valks in. I've got another jump spell leading through the enemy Queen. There's a rage spell, there's a heal spell to receive those Valks as well to keep them nice and fresh through the Inferno Tower. And then I've got a couple of balloons coming in on those defenses on the outside. Rage the King up there. There's the other Inferno Tower down. Queen's still working in that core at 6 o'clock. She takes out that whole compartment with expos and stuff like that. So really good value on that walk and charge. And now all the defenses are down. It's just going to be cleanup from here. It's a pretty long cleanup, so I'll times 4 it. Shout out to the guys who planned this attack. I just cleaned it up. It was a 99%. So I think Derek and Alex planned, and Jug also had a crack at it. So we finally got this base taken down, which was good to see right at the end of the war. Anyway, we're going to jump into some Town Hall 9 action. We got Bran Helsing coming in here on this real weird looking base with a nice big right angle, no walls there. So he's going to just send his Queen in to do most of the work to this base, really. And it's a pretty long walk. She takes out a Town Hall, so he's got that rage spell down to speed her along. Also got a wizard helping out there, which is good to see. Poisons that enemy Queen, deals with that, and she's going to come up against the King here, so she'll need another rage spell. But she's going to get so much value taking out the core of this base through that wide open compartment. So here comes a golem from around 4 o'clock, 3:30, and then a couple of wizards to funnel, and then there's some bowlers. He's going to wall break in on that cannon there, and then he's going to drop his king, and he gets through that wall. The bowlers are going to take out a few more buildings, and then they're going to head into the base. That golem that was tanking has died out now, so the king's pretty much tanking. The bowlers go in, but here come the hogs from 9 o'clock, and they got a straight run at all these defenses. Really nice path that the queen made for them, and they're sitting in a heal spell through that Tesla farm, and they absolutely wrecked the whole base. So really good job to Bran, a great plan, and is just finishing up the last couple of defenses. Cleanup's pretty much done, so awesome job there, taking out that base. And we'll move into the next attack. Plenty of attacks to show today, guys. So much quality attacks from both sides here. But we're going to jump into Rice here, coming in with a really nice plan here, dropping a couple of golems on these mortars with a healer behind, just to keep them nice and healthy while he's creating a funnel. Creating a huge funnel at around 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock with some wizards there. Queen helping out as well. So now he's dropped a jump spell to lead into the core. He's got another jump spell that he's going to drop. Here comes some bowlers, and he's got 2 Peckers that are going into the base too. They're going to be pretty tanky, and they're going to run through the core. He's got a heal spell waiting for all his troops, and he's looking to pick up those air defenses. The bowlers go to one, the queen goes to the other, and he's already got some loons coming into the defenses that are distracted. So really good plan here to Rice, and everything's going to finish up, go into that right side of the base where the archer tower is. Saves one last loon, and he's going to drop that to distract it, and that loon does die, but the other 2 get there, and cleanup is already underway. So we'll just times 4 this. Excellent job to Rice. I think he had a 6-pack too, so great job there. We'll jump into the next one here. It's going to be Clash God coming in another weird looking base. He's got all 4 air defenses in one little compartment up there at the top left hand side of the base. But I'm not sure what the plan here was for Clash God, but he tries to lure the queen, the CC over to his queen, and then he drops a baby drag behind it, and the CC turns around. Then a Tesla farm pops, and he's got the queen and the king there, so I think he drops a couple of dragons to try and deal with that. He drops the king as well, but he ends up earthquaking up the top there, you can see, to lead straight into that air defense compartment where the queen's working there. But he's got baby drags working now, and he drops a rage spell with some loons there to deal with that Tesla farm, and now the dragons and the baby drags work through that nicely. The queen's about to pick up all of those air defenses, and then the dragons are just going to continue working through the base. One baby dragon in the core there does die off, and the queen does go down here, battling a sweeper and trying to fight an expo at the same time. But he's still got a mama drag and 2 baby drags alive, and they're going to fly over. The expo is on ground, so that dragon and baby drag will be tanky enough to hold off those archer towers. And that's an excellent attack there to Clash God, picking up the 3-star there. Now we're going to jump into me taking out number 27. I stared at this base for a while until I realized that the pathing for a Penta attack was absolutely perfect. So I do sacrifice a jump spell to get my heroes in. My king was supposed to take that queen out, but my queen ended up getting the job done because my king went for a walk. But I start the Penta in from 9 o'clock here, 3 hounds into that first air defense, and it's just pretty much straight pathing for the loons through these defenses, as there's a nice little defenseless moat in the middle of the base, so everything just passes around the base perfectly. And I just drop a couple of little balloons on the outside defenses so that the big group don't fly away. I've got a heal spell for that Tesla farm there, and I drop a couple on the backside Tesla there as well. Haste everything in. There is a wizard tower there, so I haste that as well, and then everything is pretty much done at this point. There's some pups I've got a few pups working on the cleanup, and the balloons do finish up on that expo, no problem. That last wizard tower did some damage to my balloons, but I don't think, other than that expo shooting a few of those down, I don't think I lost any balloons in that raid. So really good plan for that one. Now I'm going to jump into Severely Posted coming in here on number 31, trying to do a big queen charge with the earthquake and mass baby drag. So he's trying to walk his queen down towards 6 o'clock here, and he earthquakes the core open there. Looks like he's got a good enough funnel. The baby drag just takes out that building, and the queen decides that she wants to walk back to the wizard tower. So he's got to adjust here on the fly, and so he drops the wall breakers in on the right hand side, and he starts creating the funnel up towards 1 o'clock there, and he's trying to get rid of that queen. So he drops a big drag from his clan castle and a baby drag, and they take out that queen. So now his queen's going to be funneled into this base. She doesn't have a clear path into the earthquake area, but he's just patient and he just lets her work, and he's just throwing in a couple of baby drags on some point air targeting defenses there, trying to take that out. Queen eventually works through the wall after she takes out that king, and now she's ready to take out some air defenses. He's already had some wizards working up top, clearing some trash buildings, but now the main group of baby drags come in. He had 6 healers on his queen, which ends up proving to be really good at this late stage of the attack. He's got a lot of point defenses on her, and she stays alive. I think this was pretty close on time, if I'm not mistaken, so really important that queen stayed up as she did. So great plan there to severely posted. And we're going to jump into the last one here. I think, guys, this is Alan coming in on his little account on number 36. He's got some dragons and a really nice attack here. He's got some wizards just working there, creating that funnel for the queen so she can walk towards the left hand side. She goes ahead and takes out that first air defense, and she becomes under a lot of fire here from a lot of point defenses, so he gets the rage down perfectly in time. And now he's going to drop in some dragons from around 6 o'clock, and there's the no, he gets the CC pulled out, which is a baby drag, and now he drops the dragons in. They deal with the baby drag no problem, and not too many air targeting defenses down there, so they're just going to work through that section of the base. Meanwhile, at 12 o'clock, he's got a golem down and a jump spell. His queens worked all the way around, and now he's got the golem, the king, and the bowlers and the queen all coming in from the top side of the base through that jump spell and a rage spell. They go ahead and take out the other 2 air defenses, and the dragons are finished cleaning up from 6 to about 3 o'clock. So an excellent plan there to Alan, picking apart this base and really executing it perfectly. So great job there, smashing this one for 3 stars. And that's gonna do it for the attacks in this recap, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. North Watchers coming out victorious. 109 to 106 was the final score. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button for me. Leave me a comment if you want to. Make sure to follow me on Twitter as well, and Twitch as well, if you want to catch some live streams with me, guys. Anyway, this is Tywin from North Watchers, and I am signing out.